Congressman Green, you know, it always comes down to more money as the solution. Aren't there more elegant ways to address those concerns brought up by Congresswoman Bush?
Yeah, absolutely. Freedom is the best thing. And whenever you have centralized control in Washington, you don't get freedom. So if you want to help any group of people, you take the Latinos coming from Cuba to the United States. They have seen communism. They've seen tyranny. They get here and they start companies. They actually start businesses. I've been to Miami and seen these businesses, you know, folks who just got to America starting companies, and they're not getting $450,000. I mean, that's because they vote Republican, of course, but I mean, it happens. I mean, you don't want government. More government is less freedom. And these taxes do nothing but take money out of employees, take money out of companies that they would invest and grow with, and ultimately they move overseas. So, you know, the Laffer curve is true. If you raise the price of taxes enough, people will just find ways not to pay it.
Yeah.
So it's insane.
Yeah, and to that point, I applaud folks who come here from other countries. They know how great America is, more so sometimes than native-born folks, because, you know, sort of like New York City. You know, maybe 1% of all native New Yorkers have been to the Statue of Liberty. We just take it for granted, right? But
That's
other
right.
folks embrace it. They love it. They go for it. Some weird things are going on in China. I want you to think about these headlines. China locks 30,000 visitors inside the Shanghai Disneyland after one guest got COVID-19. Also, China tells citizens to stockpile food as COVID-19 controls are tightening. You know, I really believe that there was much more carnage during this pandemic. I think the death tolls was so much higher than what China would admit. And it has me wondering, how much at risk could we be right now and not even realize it?
I think, first point, Charles, what China is doing isn't that much different than the progressive left. You know, they're basically taking advantage of the coronavirus to become an autocratic state. I mean, of course, China already was, but I mean, the left is forcing all these mandates, forcing companies, forcing hospitals to shut down, forcing police and law enforcement and our military. Just imagine the readiness impact that these vaccine mandates, also that they can have their control, their authoritarianism. And that's what it's really about. And that's what we see in China with this ridiculous 30,000 people locked down because one positive, test for coronavirus.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of similarities there.
Absolutely. I just hope the rides, they at least kept the rides going.
Sure.
Congressman Green, always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Charles. See you.